guys? Another day done. Went ashore again today. Right now, the thing that's on my mind is personality conflicts, right? You know, you get guys out here that maybe due to the rank or, just their general personality. You have people that do the one-up stuff, maybe I've been to 5 countries, right? Well, I've been to 10. Those kinds of people that no matter what it is, they have to one-up you. It's hard to not let that stuff bother you. There's a guy on the ship right now that no matter what, he's got something to say. And a lot of times it's fucking aggressive, It's disrespectful. And, the way I handle it is respectful, yet slightly insubordinate, maybe. I don't know. You got to pick and choose your battles, right? Maybe if you have an officer that is giving you a hard time, the way you say mate could be a little combative, right? Not combative, but, snarky. But the counter side of that is they can really make your life miserable. Take it out on you. I've seen bosuns that if they don't like you, they're gonna give you every nasty, dirty job that they can think of. They'll go out of their way to give you something they know is gonna be awful. So when you're dealing with personalities, a lot of time you gotta swallow your pride, and that can be difficult. Whether it's simple as the hard part is especially when you're ashore. When you're ashore, now granted you're still at work, but at that point you're kind of equals. I think people forget that there's a time and place for everything. I guess that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, don't let a sourpuss ruin your hitch. Don't let somebody else get into your pocket, get into your wallet. Even if I don't like you, I want to make sure you go home safe. Even if I don't like you, I'll still do a good job for you. I'm still at anchor. Been at anchor the whole time. Hopefully in in a week and a half, we're supposed to go into port. The ship doesn't do much sailing. It's kind of like a floating storage unit until we get told to go somewhere to pick up cargo or drop cargo off. It's nice because we're near Korea and we can go into town pretty regularly, which is nice. Let's see, what else? What else is on my mind? Talk about relationships. It's hard. It's you couple long distance, but not only long distance, but sometimes you don't have cell service or Wi-Fi, so it's hard to maintain contact. Whether it's a romantic relationship or just a family relationship, you miss a lot and it can be difficult. My advice on that is just to stay positive and do little things that you can do from where you're at. Whether it's maybe somebody that if they're at work and you send them lunch, Uber Eats or DoorDash or something. The hardest part is when you get on a new ship is acclimating to being away from everybody, acclimating to personalities, acclimating to the work style on the ship. Okay, so I've been on a ship where when you go into port, there's a lot to do because you're trying to get everything loaded or unloaded. So maybe instead of an hour lunch, you only take 10-15 minutes, scarf and bar if you're ready to go. But the other side of that coin is that they take care of you when you're back out to sea, right? So I work extra hard for you today tomorrow, maybe you give me an easy job, or you knock me off early. And then alternatively, you get some ships where it doesn't matter what you did, doesn't matter how hard you worked. Tomorrow you're gonna work just as hard, and there's no kind of give and take on that. And really what happens in that aspect is you don't really try as hard. I've been on ships where even if it's past my SETW hours, right, which is a international maritime law that says that you have to have at least 8 consecutive rest hours, and you can't work more than whatever it is, 14 hours in a day, or but that they're a good bosun or chief mate. There's been times where it's like, no, mate, the job still needs to be done. I'm not going to leave you out here by yourself till 9-10 o'clock at night. I know you got to get up the next morning. I'm going to stay out here and help you. And then there's times where you might have somebody you maybe not respect as much, and when that time hits, I'm off the deck. So that's the hardest thing, I think, is just acclimating to the different vibes. I just noticed that this video is getting a little long and I'm kind of rambling, so I'll cut it here. Maybe tomorrow I think I might go ashore again, and maybe I'll do a cool video in Korea again, or maybe I'll be able to do something during the day, show you some more of the ship. If you have any questions about any aspect of the ship, let me know. I'm going to try to explain more about various aspects of the ship, maybe what things are used for, policies and procedures, things that we do, whether it be preventative maintenance. Like today, there's things called fair leads, right? And they're supposed to turn the direction of a line, usually a mooring line, although you can use them for other things, obviously. And they're supposed to roll, and they're supposed to turn. And the ones on this ship were rusted solid. And so today we chipped and worked them and made them move. So maybe I'll show you some of those. But anyway, guys, till next time, fair winds and following seas.